All right, Scott, thanks. The manhunt for the suspect behind a double homicide over the weekend at Devil's Den State Park is now in its third day.
Police have identified the couple who was killed as 43-year-old Clinton Brink and 41-year-old Cristen Brink. Police say a man attacked them while they were hiking with their two daughters at Devil's Den Saturday afternoon. Both girls, they say, escaped without injuries and are now safe with family. Now, Arkansas State Police is leading this investigation. They've not released any other information about the circumstances surrounding the attack. They've also not responded to us when we've reached out for any update on the search, but they did tell CNN today that they hope to be able to release more information tonight or tomorrow morning. Today, 5 News reporter Claire Everbach went back out to Devil's Den to get a feel for the amount of law enforcement that's still at the scene.
And there's quite a bit. She's now live there, Claire. We just got word in the last half hour or so that the FBI in Little Rock is actually helping this investigation. And today you talked to some visitors who were still there after what happened.
Morgan, Darren, I've been out here for several hours, and the people I've spoken to and I have seen a strong police presence as investigators work to figure out who carried out this attack and why.
It was very obvious that something was going on, and
we didn't know what. Thought maybe somebody had an accident on a trail, maybe they fell or something like that.
Those are the words of visitors who were at Devil's Den State Park Saturday when 43-year-old Clinton David Brink and 41-year-old Cristen Amanda Brink were attacked and killed while hiking. Law enforcement says the couple had recently moved to Prairie Grove. Highland Dairy confirms Clinton Brink had just transferred from its parent company in South Dakota and was set to start work in Fayetteville this week.
And it's very unfortunate, and our hearts just go out to
the
family and the victim.
Everyone that witnessed that.
It's just, our hearts break for them.
And we love to hike. We love to go out on trails. We love to go hiking with family, and it really puts it's very somber out here.
Police say the Brinks were walking with their two daughters, just 7 and 9 years old. Both girls are now safe and with family.
You feel guilty, really, for being here, and it's like you want to have fun, but you don't want to have fun because you know what's happened. You just never know. You never know. And I think the hardest part is not having cell service.
Visitors say the tragedy is a reminder to stay alert, even in places that feel safe.
We do feel safe, but there is a false sense of security sometimes. Have some way of a communication and go in numbers, and just don't be too lax on it. And if you have a gut instinct and you see something's not right, you have to speak out.
Others say they've noticed extra patrols throughout the park this weekend and appreciate the response.
They're doing a great job, coming through, talking to us. The park rangers came by the campsites and talked to us, and so they've been very, very present and active in trying to, push through and do the best job they can with the circumstance.
State police continue searching for a white male suspect, described as having a medium build and last seen wearing a long-sleeve shirt with sleeves rolled up, dark pants, a baseball cap, sunglasses, and fingerless gloves. Based on witness statements, he is believed to have been driving a black 4-door sedan. Arkansas State Police has still not said whether this was a random or a targeted attack. They say it's still an active investigation, and they're encouraging anyone with any information or video footage to come forward. In West Fork, covering news where you live, Claire Everbach, 5 News.
Thanks, Claire. And as you heard her mention, we did learn that Clinton had transferred jobs from South Dakota and that he was working for Prairie Farms Dairy there, but he was set to start a new job actually today, delivering milk in the Fayetteville area for Highland Dairy. Well, tonight, the Arkansas State Police sharing a statement from the victim's family. It states the family is asking for privacy during this very difficult time as they grieve and learn how to navigate this new reality. They ask that if anyone has any information at all that will help the investigation, to please contact the proper authorities immediately. Clinton and Cristen died heroes protecting their little girls, and they deserve justice. They'll forever live on in all of our hearts.
Investigators believe the killer could have left the state park on Highway 170 or State Highway 220 near the park. 170 runs north of Devil's Den and connects to I-49 in West Fork. 220 goes from the park through Crawford County and connects with Highway 59 there in Cedarville. State police believe the suspect is a white man with a medium build, as you've heard. They say he was wearing a long sleeve shirt, again with sleeves rolled up, dark pants, dark ball cap, sunglasses, and fingerless gloves. Tonight we're hearing from a private investigator with decades of experience tracking fugitives about the manhunt. 5 News' Lauren Spencer is live at the State Police Troop L headquarters in Lowell with what he says law enforcement is likely doing right now behind the scenes. Lauren?
Yeah, here at the ASP Troop L location headquarters in Lowell, there's more than likely investigators inside trying to piece together all the information they have on the suspect. And after speaking with Patrick McCall today, he's telling me that investigators are probably using every tool they have in their toolbox. That could be tech records, that could be trail records to try and locate the suspect. He says investigators likely began with the basics, building a timeline of the victim's movements and speaking with any park visitors or staff and collecting footage from the trail cameras or even surrounding businesses on the roads. He says even vehicle color or behavior can trigger a wider database search, helping law enforcement match a car to the suspect without needing a full license plate. He says tools like license plate readers and social media tracking can narrow down the scope quickly, especially when time is crucial.
They're going to go through these people's personal lives with that fine-tooth comb to see what's going on, and then deploy some technology that we discussed in terms of license plate cameras and social media searches and cell phone records to kind of determine who was in those areas. Was there any previous reports in this park to park rangers or park officials of a suspicious man on the trail?
As for where they're at in the investigation and how close they are to catching a suspect, McCall says that police are definitely keeping things close to the vest at this point, but he says that once they locate that vehicle, they can move the investigation forward. Live in Lowell, covering news where you live, Lauren Spencer, 5 News.
All right, Lauren, thanks. Our coverage of the manhunt continues tonight at 7:30 on 5 News Plus. We're going to have an in-depth look at the case and discuss everything we know and don't know right now and all the questions that remain. We'll also hear from that law enforcement expert again coming up at 7:30 again on 5 News Plus. To learn how to download it to your smart TV, just text the word plus to the number on your screen, 785-5000.
We're continuing to follow a developing story in Salisaw. A shooting over the weekend left one person hurt, and police are searching for the suspect. Laura Castleman was in Sequoyah County following the story today. She joins us with an update on the latest from investigators. Laura.
Salisaw police say that yesterday they responded to a disturbance that a shooting had hurt one person. And they say that suspect Todd Smith is now on the run. Police say he is wanted on multiple felony charges, including assault with a deadly weapon. Investigators did search Smith's residence, but he was not found. Smith is considered armed and dangerous at this time. Police are urging the public to not approach him. The victim has been released from the hospital. Meanwhile, Salisaw police say if you have any information on Smith's location, to contact them immediately. In Salisaw, covering news where you live, Laura Castleman, 5 News.
Thanks, Laura. We'll continue bringing you any developments on this investigation online and on our free 5 News smartphone app. Well, a murder trial began today in Fayetteville.
Yeah, Kevon Jarrett is accused of shooting and killing Edwin Swan in Fayetteville in September of 2022 outside the McDonald's on College Avenue. Jarrett has pled not guilty to a charge of capital murder for the deadly shooting. He's also accused of pulling a gun on a person at the Workman's Travel Center there at Rudy in Crawford County just a few days after that deadly shooting. This photo of victim Edwin Swan that his family shared with us right after his death. According to prosecutors, the jury in the case is now in place and opening statements were given today. They expect testimony to continue through at least tomorrow. We'll, of course, bring you any updates as soon as the case goes to the jury.
Well, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders helped cut the ribbon on a new school serving Arkansas children with special needs. It's a new Easter Seals campus in the state capitol. The governor says the expansion is personal, not just as a policymaker, but as a mom of 3 school-aged kids. During today's ribbon cutting, the governor shared how meeting families that benefit from this school helped inspire her to fully fund the project.
It's what transformational education reform looks like, and I'm proud to be leading a state who has made that a priority, because it's not just a good talking point, it's something that will actually transform lives and change our state. The new school will open up for its first class in just a couple weeks on August 13th.
marking what the governor says will be a life-changing day for dozens of Arkansas families. Looking ahead, back-to-school shoppers can save a little money this weekend. It's the tax-free shopping holiday in Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Missouri. All 3 states allow people to buy things like school and art materials, electronics, and clothing without paying state taxes ahead of the new school year. You can find more details on the tax-free weekend on our website, 5newsonline.com.